how's it going? Sorry it's been a minute. I hope you'll understand, given the context of this video. That's right, your boy's fighting in Creator Clash, and guess who I'm fighting? Fucking Froggy Fresh. Do you remember this?
Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all.
This is, goddamn legendary. Now, I know a lot of you...
It is legendary. Or it would be legendary had the fight not been canceled and kicked out. Now, as Real Life Jimmy Neutron was saying, there was a fight set up between him and Froggy Fresh, a.k.a. Krispy Kreme. If you're an old head, you'll remember that was his OG name till that terrible corporation sued him out of it. And the fight was scheduled about, almost a year ago. It was destined for the next Creator Clash, which is coming up in a couple of weeks, which is basically a boxing event of online influencers, content creators. Imagine, you know how like KSI and Logan Paul had that big boxing event? Imagine that. And then you know how like there's another boxing event with Misfit Boxing, and then imagine that, and then you know how there's like another boxing with TikTok, and then there's so many different boxing events that have been happening since Logan Paul and KSI made $1 zillion off it. It's almost becoming the point where there's more boxers than there are audience members. But this is yet another online boxing tournament that Froggy Fresh and Chris Ray Grun were going to participate in. And Mr. Fresh was actually kicked out of the event for what seems to be either bad business reasons or bad business practices or just pure cringe on iDubbbz's part. Now, what ended up leading up to this person getting kicked out was that he decided to go on a promotional stream with Sam Hyde. Now, as you know, Sam Hyde is an internet terrorist. He's someone who is basically wanted by every world organization and world government for making $1 million stream. Terrible show, literally worse than Hitler. And he went on the stream to basically, work out, do some sparring, try to promote the fight, which... obviously, that's stupid. Why would you promote your own fight? Why wouldn't you just stay home and stare at the wall until the fight night? And he goes out, he does a stream with him, and after this, it seems like some problems start happening because after he does the stream with Sam, it's alleged that he starts getting calls from the Creator Clash people. I don't know if it's iDubbbz directly or representatives or like, why are you doing streams with this guy? Why are you talking to this guy? Because, Sam Hyde is someone that iDubbbz doesn't really seem to like too much, and corporations in general look at him like kryptonite to money because he basically is the opposite of politically correct, thus then anti-money making material. And he starts getting some flack for it, and eventually what ends up happening is that I honestly don't know how this happens, but iDubbbz girl's mom, her mom, randomly starts making fun of Froggy Fresh on Twitter, saying he's an imp and short and stupid, and I don't know what it is, it's very odd, but she just starts making fun of him, so he's like, oh, who's this old lady talking to me? Oh, it's iDubbbz girl's mom, let me make fun of her. So he's like, yo, he tells iDubbbz girl, come get your mom, why is your mom coming after me? And within a short period of time, all of a sudden, the Creator Clash Twitter account comes on and says, hey, you know what? Mr. Fresh is no longer on the fight card. Mr. Fresh is canceled from this promotion. And just like Vince McMahon, they drop a "you're fired" on Mr. Fresh. And it seems to be either because he did a stream with Sam Hyde without permission or something, or he told iDubbbz girl's mom to stop bothering him on the internet, which is already weird. Like, why do your parents even have access to the internet or even know how to tweet? And this is really weird because it's either the corporation, Creator Clash, now they have a Creator Clash number 2. Oh boy, hopefully we can expand this and get acquired by one of the other 50 boxing tournaments that happen online. I don't know if this is like the business parties being like, oh, you got to get rid of this guy. God forbid, Sam Hyde, that basically equals negative money. We need to make sure we get rid of this, cut it off at the head. Or, which, this is a rumor, but may be realistic and is extremely cringe. iDubbbz saw Sam Hyde getting a little bit of heat from his Creator Clash because Froggy Fresh was involved with it, and he got mad. He's like, why Sam Hyde transitively getting a little bit of attention? I hate that guy. He's the worst. That's my impression of iDubbbz. I hate him. He's terrible. And he basically got rid of Froggy Fresh to cut the head off of this before he even started. God forbid if he showed up and Sam Hyde was in his corner for the fight. Either way you look at it, it kind of doesn't really make much sense because now there's like even more promotion for this fight. And if they're smart, they'll bring back Froggy Fresh. If they're dumb, they'll have Jimmy Neutron fight like, I don't know, someone looks like Timmy Turner in real life. Either way, this is a terrible look for this Creator Clash random boxing tournament. Personally, I'm not really too upset just because of the fact that I still am looking forward to the Wings Redemption and Boogie 298 boxing match, which is probably going to be fight of the year. I mean, I thought John Jones versus Gain was good, but this is probably going to take the cake.
At the end of every single video, make sure you ask people to rate and subscribe to your content. It makes them feel like they're involved even though they're really not. And most importantly, make sure they comment on every single video. If you have to, disguise it. You know, call it something like the question of the day. And really make them think you're gonna really read it when you really don't have to. Ha ha ha!